because they understood their. Please, can.
Yes, we can hear you, Doc. Please go on.
All right, thank you. Yeah, and then we show these images of the libraries of Timbuktu and a resource that you see their manuscripts. And then we went on to talk about ourselves as 21st century librarians, why we have embraced Wikipedia and sister projects as spaces where we can tell our stories, narratives within the confines of the regulations of those platforms, that allow just not for verification, but also for organic increment. And then we say that, we must continue from where the Timbuktu people stopped so that we don't lose it. So today, this is where we are starting from today. When I was thinking about what we are going to do today, it occurred to me that those people then, they were not exposed to the type of training that modern day library professionals now have. But they understood that importance of narratives about their communities, about preservation, about access to knowledge. They did not have technology, excuse me, but we now have different technologies. They did not have the internet and digital platforms. We have access to all those ones. Then the similitude of copyright provisions were stringent. They were not like written copyright laws then, but there was like a shadow, a foreshadowing of such. And then it was very stringent. Now, open licensing has eased up sharing of knowledge. But the question is, how can library professionals in Africa hold on to the spirit of Timbuktu library workers? They were Africans, they were not Europeans. They didn't have technology like I said, and we saw their buildings where those manuscripts were them inside. That's what I call that spirit. And we are asking, how can we, modern day librarians with all advantages, how can we hold on to the spirit, even do better than Timbuktu library workers? We say there's a major pathway. This is which started in 2020. This is the seventh year, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is the seventh year. And in all of that, what we have been doing is that, to raise awareness about the role of African libraries and librarians in the 21st century knowledge ecosystem, so that we don't get written out, so that we don't get pushed out. And we have been trying to lead librarians to gain digital skills, as we are going to be taught today, through collaborative editing of articles on and items on Wikipedia, Wikidata, and other Wikimedia platforms as may be chosen. And in all this, we have placed the campaign as part of the global Wikimedia campaign of one librarian, one reference. That's one lib, one ref campaign. And these have been our themes so far from 2021, 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, and 25. But this year, 2026, this is our theme. And we are doing it in the full understanding that even as librarians, as libraries, we don't exist in a vacuum. There are policies that guide what libraries do. Those policies can be regional, regional that help shape what we do at the nation at a national level. There can be national policies such as let's say the National Library Act, or anything on maybe languages or educational policies and so on. And then also we have noticed that since open access, started, and the influence has been growing as in the ecosystem. Libraries have policies that guide their operations in that regard. And those also affect how they operate. And then also African libraries, we all have, almost have, internal policies on collection development, user access policies, and others. And these are the things we want to highlight during this African Librarians Week. Now, these are the practical steps. AFLIA has created country hubs for this year's events. The links to the WhatsApp group for each country will be shared in the chat before the end of today's session. Each country in Africa will have a hub. Now, if it's only you, let's say from Nigeria, then only you will carry all the load. What we'll do is that we'll work with you and we will all work together to identify in-country policies, guidelines, and laws that affect access to information. For example, there may be an article in Wikipedia on a country copyright agency, but none for the copyright law itself. And what we are looking at is not the agency, but the law itself. Then we create articles within those hubs. We create articles on these policies where they do not already exist in Wikipedia under the guidance of AFLIA. And then we'll also identify within the country hubs article stops in these policy areas and significantly add the missing information. We have an example here of Cameroon. Then we'll also add citations to articles where they already exist in the above mentioned areas. Now, these are the practical steps. Number 2, we have created the Google, the WhatsApp group, but each country too will have a Google Doc. And that Google Doc will act as a sandbox where we'll create draft articles of such policies that we intend to write on. We'll give access to the Google Doc. We'll give access of the Google Doc to Wikimedia Foundation so that they will ensure that all of us will work together to ensure that the 5 pillars of Wikipedia are maintained, or that we focus on them as we write these articles. Then all articles will be written as a group. Country champions will work with AFLIA to create sections that should be part of each article and then allocate each to participants in the hub. E.g., the introduction may be written by XYZ, section A by ABC, section B by WQV, section C by HOP, and so on. The important things to note in this model that we are adopting for this 2026 African Librarians Week is that collaboration is key. Collaboration is key. Please mark that. We will work together as a group because honestly, it's easy to shine as an individual. You may think, oh, you know it all, but that you're shining, you see that somebody knows better than you. Not just that, you may also see that you're shining. If somebody adds what he or she knows to the one you know, the shining will be brighter. Number 2, a search must be made to ensure that the articles to be developed do not already exist. A country may create up to 10 or 15 articles depending on their number, strength, and power. All drafts for all articles must be fully developed in the Google Doc sandbox. Citations, references to each, apologies for this, please, is a wrong spelling. Is a typo. To each claim must be added in the drafts. No article will be uploaded to Wikipedia or added to Wikipedia until the AFLIB Week 2026 starts properly from 24th to 31st May. Please note that. Each article created must be published on Wikipedia sequentially by the participants that wrote them down in the draft. if XYZ wrote the introduction will go first. Then section A that was done by ABC will follow, and so on. But the important thing is that each sentence, each paragraph, each section must be uploaded by those that wrote them. When we start, that's when you now start, and it will be done sequentially in a way that, the let's say somebody will say, oh, we'll go to start the article and write copyright law of Nigeria, and then do the introduction. After that, the person that did that, after that, the people that wrote section A will add, the people that wrote section B will add. But that is why we need that Google Doc. That's why we're going to use that Google Doc sandbox, so that we'll be properly guided. Then let us also know that the use of hashtag AthleteWeek26 and or I think it should be 07 or 26 and one ref is compulsory for publishing when we start. This is the last one. Recruitment of participants in country starts from today, from 7th May to 23rd May. So that from 24th May, we'll hit the road running. Champions will work in country and seek affiliates' help if there's need for top-up training for newbies to editing on Wikipedia. Each participant who will sign up on the dashboard, the link will be shared in the WhatsApp groups, please. A compilation of all articles created will also be shared online as a document or as a kind of report of what we did for African Librarians Week 2026. And then we are exploring how to share this activity at the May 2026 Global GLAM meeting. So again, we are happy that you're here. This is like why we are doing all this, to ensure that librarians, that we don't get lost in the crowd and that we do what we are supposed to do. And like we said again, that please, 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 we are doing this as a continental association, as the African library sector, but we are going to participate in country. So that is why we are saying, please ensure that you call people. Can you still hear me?
Yes, Doc, we
Hello?
can hear you, please. Hello,
All
we
right,
can hear you, Doc. Yes.
Thank you very much. So please ensure that once we are done with today's meeting, you will be the WhatsApp groups will be shared here in the chat. Make sure you join and bring others within your country to join, so that it won't just be you. If, let's say, you're up to 25, you're up to 30, the work will be quite easier for you, I can assure you. So once again, we are happy that you're here. And I know that Doreen is going to introduce our speaker, but please clean your ears well. This is a wonderful young man. He was in data. He has been consistent, very consistent in the Wikimedia movement. So please clean your ears well. Be patient, because I'm going to learn too. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you. Yes, we are going to clean our ears very, very, very well. Thank you, Doc, for the insightful presentation you just did. It's good just to remind all of us, we are going to collaborate. She said collaboration is the key to everyone. There is no one is an island. And if you think you can shine, remember, if you add another person's shine to your own, you will shine brighter. Thank you for these inspirational statements, Dr. Nkem. So just a few reminders. Our recordings will be shared on the AFLIA YouTube. And then most of the times after it's shared, Stanley also shares the link on all the WhatsApp groups for us to, those of us who couldn't join, for you to go back and listen, or you want to listen again, you can go back. Again, if you want to ask any question, you can type your question in the chat, and then afterwards we will ask the questions. There will be a Q&A session for the resource person to explain further or to answer all questions. You are all welcome once again. Those of you who just joined, you are welcome. Like Dr. Nkem has already given us the background to what we are going to do. So yes, the young man who is going to talk to us, if you see her picture, in fact, those of you who are in the WhatsApp groups, I'm sure you've seen his picture. He is very, very handsome. A very handsome young man like that. If you are not careful, you say that this one is he a female or he's a young man, but he's a young man. His name is Jesse Asiedu-Akrofi. He is a digital humanist and an open advocate. This digital humanist, I don't know if it is now a new title, but I like it. He's a digital humanist and an open advocate. Over the years, he has worked on various Wikimedia projects like Africa Wiki Challenge, the Ghana Pools, and more as part of the Open Foundation West African Wikimedia Wiki initiatives. He is also a podcaster that documents open stories and structure it in a way that will be suitable for the open community and beyond. You can always check him up on Wiki Updates. So, Jesse, you are welcome. Let's open our ears. So, Dr. Nkem has told us this man is loaded. This young man is so loaded that he was the one who taught me certain things. So, I am ready, and I'm sure you are ready. Jesse, you are welcome. Kindly share your screen and take us through. Thank you.
Yes. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Very much audible.
So, thank you, Mr. Stanley, and thank you, Dr. Nkem, for the attribution. Thank you also, Auntie Doreen, for the wonderful introduction as well. Yeah. So, as you all know, my name is Jesse Asiedu-Akrofi, and I'm a digital humanist, open advocate, and a podcaster as well. And so basically, I'm going to take you through um, I'm going to take you through how to edit Wikipedia and how to create an article on Wikipedia as well. Yeah, so just for you to understand it, sometimes if you come to me, I'm going to really break everything down for you to, get the understanding before as you start graduating, you get to understand like the high level stuff. Yeah. So with me, I think probably you guys are fortunate. You are going to, get the step by step, and everything will be broken down for you guys to very much appreciate whatever you are going to learn today. Um, please, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. Oh, it's now loading again. It went off. Okay, fine. We can see your screen.
Okay, so yeah, so basically, this is what we are going to look at. We are going to look at creating an account and a user page on Wiki. How we can create a Wikipedia account. I don't know whether each and every one of you have a Wikipedia account or not. If you have, that's fine. If you don't have, I'll just do a brief intro. Then we can move on. Then we will look at how we can create our user page. And when we talk about a user page, we are looking at giving a brief introduction about yourself. That's the user page. And we'll look at how we can structure a Wikipedia article. That's when you are working on creating a new Wikipedia article, how we can structure it and thereof. And look at basics of editing. So basic of editing and sandbox usage. So we'll be working on like our first article, like the article that I want to create. We will be working on it using our sandbox. And I'll explain to you what a sandbox means as well. Then we look at notability and article eligibility, why an article needs to be notable and eligible whilst we are kind of working on a fresh or new article on Wikipedia. Then we look at the kind of references or the kind of citations that we need to use when we are working on a Wikipedia article, how or the type of references or the styles of references that we can use in referencing our Wikipedia article when we are creating it, and also drafting and submitting articles to be published, in terms of its workflow as well, and reasons why we'll be looking at why some Wikipedia article fail when we create them. Sometimes um, this usually happens to new folks or newbies when they start creating an article on Wikipedia. We'll look at it in the hands-on session. So without much ado, I'll just zoom straight into the hands-on session. Yeah, um so if you want to start a Wikipedia article, you first need a Wikipedia account. So first and foremost, I go to Wikipedia. I either use the language and that's the English language, or I just type wikipedia.org. Yeah, so let's wait as it loads. Yeah. So like we've come to the main interface of Wikipedia, and these are various languages. So what we will be using the English version. But if I had used the EN like this, I'll go straight to the Wikipedia page, the main page. But so far as we are now learning and we are trying to grasp how to work on Wikipedia, you can just type wikipedia.org or wikipedia.com and zoom and go straight to the page that provides you the language. Then select the language type that you want to work with. So we are English speakers, so I select English. Yeah. So we are now on the main page of Wikipedia, and this main page provides us with daily updates within the Wikimedia ecosystem, as well as news and activities that happen, or like in terms of current affairs that happen within the day, within weeks, and within month. So these are informations that have been provided. So we have news showing us the news, like news updates for the month or for the week, and also when someone writes an article that has gained relevant recognition over the years, the article will be featured here as well. So that's the from today's featured article. So this is showing you an article that has been relevant over the years, and when people has given much more recommendations about this article and stuff, that's why it's being featured, showing at the feature article session. Yeah. And did you know? So this did you know also provides you information about certain things that you didn't know. And on this day, that's 7th May, what happened today? Yeah. So let's go on. The other stuffs within the main page, we can look at that later, because we are focused on how we can create our article on Wikipedia. So because we are newbies, we need to create an account. So in creating an account, you just go to your top right corner. You can see your create account. You select create account, which sends you to your create account page. Then you provide in the details that you want in creating your Wikipedia account. Yeah, so any if you are now starting, you just need to select the kind of username that you want to use. So the name is Jewale, so I want to use, like, that's the username that I'm using, Jewale. Yeah, then I type in the password that I want to use, right? Then I retype in the password again that I want to use. I retype in that password again, right? Then the email that I want it to be attached to my my account, my user account on Wikipedia. I also type that as well. So I use this email. Yeah, so when I'm done, then I select create account. So when the account is created, you'll be given a notification in your email that your account has been created, and you'll be sent directly to your your Wikipedia, like the main page, and you whereby you see your name showing and stuff. So let me log in practically for let me log in practically because now we have an account now. So let me log in practically. Yeah, so when we log in, as I said earlier on, when you create an account, it brings you directly to the main page. The main page brings you directly to the main page, and you'll be sent an email that you've created a Wikipedia account as well. Then on the top bar, you see your name there. For those who are also looking at what I'm doing and also trying to see whether they can also work on that, that's fine. You see your username. Maybe you are using a username Kojo Kwame, any username that you see your username on top, and your username will be in a red color, not blue. You see it in the red color, right? And take notes. This is one of the key things in Wikipedia when you are working on various Wikipedia content. Take note that anything that you see read on Wikipedia, or any text that is read on Wikipedia, or any text link that is read on Wikipedia, it tells you that it doesn't, like, as in the information with that text doesn't exist. The text is non-functional. When you click on it, it just sends you to a page. It doesn't really exist. Yeah, so in order to make it to exist, you need to click on, like, your name. I'm sure that for those who have not yet created the account, when you do that, you usually see it on your main page. You see that your name is shared, your username is shared. So because I've created mine, that's why you are seeing it to be blue. So I want us to create our like I want us to click on our username and create a biography of ourselves, because the username clicking on your username enables you to create a brief biography about yourself. So I have to click on my name. So I click on it. Then it sends me to a new page, right? It sends me to this page. It depends on how your interface is. If it doesn't take you straight to your user page, then you are and it brings you to this page. You need to come to the user page, like as in on the title bar or the top bar left corner. You need to go to your user page where my cursor is hovering. Then I select user page from here. So when I select that, um these are, like, as in on my user page, because like I've done certain things, you see a lot of stuff on my user page. But shortly, you can just, when I was starting, like, as in, I just put this thing there and I've not changed it. Basically, I've just really not changed what's on my user page. So you can just give a brief introduction of yourself. I just said, because of my username, I just said I'm Diwali and I'm passionate of making a change through Wikipedia and its sister project. That's what I said. So it depends on what you want to say. I'm not saying that write what I have written, but write something meaningful, right? I've decided to keep it like this. So you see, within the period, when, like, as in the community does organize programs and courses, and editathons and the rest. So this page is where, like, when, like, they are giving me an award or a certificate or something, they send it straight to this page. So, like, that's that. So in terms of my band stats and everything, more of it are on this page. Yeah. So I keep them here. When I take courses and other stuff, some of this, for example, when I took a course, I was just given the badge. Yeah. So as time goes on, when you just give a brief introduction of yourself, it shouldn't be something lengthy, just something short about yourself. You get it? Probably your name is this, you are from this country, and practically this is what you do. So when you are done with that, so, like, as you need to, before you do that, you just need to click on the edit click on the edit tab, then provide the information that is needed, right? You just provide the information that is needed, right, in terms of your biography. So when you are done, then click on the publish changes. When you click on the publish changes, you need to give an edit summary. An edit summary is what you did. So practically, I give introduction. You can just put introduction based on what you want to put there. So introduction. Then you publish changes. Then you're good to go now. Yeah, but because I've already done that, there's no need for me to do that as well. Yeah, yeah. So basically, that is it for our username. How we can um, um, give a brief introduction of ourselves using our username as well, and also we ask what this is in terms of the appearance. If you want to make any changes, so let's go back to the homepage, the Wikipedia homepage, the main page. Let's go back and let's look at these various functionalities too as well. So if you want to change the appearance of your screen, probably you don't like the way your screen is, you want to change the appearance, you can use this this format to make changes to the appearance of your screen. You can use that format to make changes to the appearance of your screen. Yeah, and in terms of making the you can probably you want the text. So we have text. You want the text to be small. So you select small, then you select small. Your text becomes small. So the text has become small. So if I want large, I'll just select large. The text becomes large. It depends on your eyesight. So I go back to standard because that's what I want. Then width, the width of the page, you want to change the width, you can do that as well. So it depends on, like, as in you as an individual, probably you have sight issues and other stuff and want a little bit of expansion. That's what you need to do. So I want a little bit of width, so I change the width. So the width has been affected, so I go back to standard, and I want to change the interface, the color interface. Probably some of you don't like the light. The light is too beaming, so you want to change the light. So you make it a bit dark. You make it darker, so it changes the screen in order to prevent the rays from hitting your eyes and stuff. Yeah, so you keep it a little darker to um if you want to. Yeah, so I go back to the light. Then we look at this alert, or let me say the bell tab. So with the bell tab, because with Wikipedia, it has various sister projects, right? And if you are not only using Wikipedia and you are working on other projects, right, you can you receive a notification here that, oh, um uh, let me give an example of the sister project of Wikipedia. So the sister project of Wikipedia, I believe, of which you've already gone through that, that's Wikidata, Wikimedia Commons, um how do you call it, Wiki Voyage, Wiki Dictionary. Those kind of projects, they are the sister projects. If you want to if you've done an activity there, or you've worked on a project there, and they are giving you feedback, you see it on the notification. Like, as in, this provides you notifications on various stuff that you've done in terms of other wikis, right? Yeah. Then with this one, with this alert notice, it gives you information in relation to, like, asking what is happening on Wikipedia, on your page. What's really happening on the Wikipedia page. You get it? It provides you that notification that, oh, like, you created an article and it has been deleted. It gives you that information. You created an article and someone, and you made like, as in, there were certain links you didn't add, someone added the links. It will show you from this side that, oh, this user this user has added a link to the page that the article that you created. So you see all from here, right? Yeah. So basically, this about the notification. Sometimes it confuses, but they are two different things altogether. So this one works in, like, as in all the projects that you sign on to. That's the sister project. If you are not there, if you are not on that project, you see then that, oh, it has sent you a message from there here. Then this one sends you in-house. That's Wikipedia. Depends on the project that you're working on. The project that you're working on, it sends you information in relation to that in terms of notification. Then our watch list. So basically, when you create an article, you kind of, you want to watch the article, so you can. There's a way of doing that when you create the article, right? So this enables you to see the various watch lists that you've created so far, right here. So it shows you your watch list over the period. If you've created a significant article and it has been published, and probably you want to watch like various activities that happens on the article permanently. Maybe the article is so dear to you that you want to be kind of very focused on it, right? You put it on your watch list, so it will be here. You can go directly to it. So when someone makes any changes, you can quickly see it, even if it hasn't reflected, if even if it hasn't reflected on your notification yet, you see it quickly that, oh, the article that's on your watch list, someone is tampering with it, or somebody is trying to make some changes. Yeah. Then we go to our personal settings. Yeah. And our personal settings, we have like various tools, like as in various tabs that I just need to do some quick intro to. So we have the talk page, right? With the talk page, it enables you to have like conversations with um, let me see administrators, or people within the Wikimedia community, or volunteers within the Wikimedia communities that are making edits or making constructive decisions within the Wikimedia ecosystem. Probably you made an error somewhere in terms of working on an article. They send you a comment on your talk page. Then you either you respond. It depends on the kind of information they provide. Either you respond, or you don't need to respond. It depends on the kind of conversation, right? Sometimes, to if there are competitions as well, they send a general information to your talk page. So when you see it and you are interested in partaking in those kind of stuff, you also see that as well. So for now, I don't know how your talk page looks like, whether you've been sent an information at the moment. But sometimes when you create a new account, your talk page is read, but within some few minutes you get an information, like as in that do send you a welcome message. Yeah. So this is my talk page, and like as in this is the kind of I'm keeping most of the information here just for training purposes. I've not deleted most of them. Sometimes too, you can archive most of the decisions. So like I kind of, in the past, I kind of worked on I just went to edit the day I use article. During that time, he was partaking in the World Cup or something of that. So I just went to write something there, of which was right, and I provided the references. I think someone has put in his article on a watch list. So when I made that comment, there are some articles, some people feel that the personality that's behind it, like us in this personality, they are the ones monitoring the article, so they have to ensure that any stuff that anyone go and put there, they delete it. You get it? So like there are some articles like that, but it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so. But they have taken, because they are kind of probably having some form of relations, and probably maybe they are receiving some form of benefit from the person. That's why they are kind of governing the person's article, but it shouldn't be so. Yeah. So I received a message from that. So these are the things that, so in case your article it doesn't meet the standard, it will be deleted. I have some articles that have been deleted as well. So I kind of worked on an article related to a financial institution, that's Abbey National, right? And I think I worked on it somewhere around 2015. Yeah, and like I said, this is the feedback from the patroller who checked on the article. And I don't know what happened. I think probably I commented or so, and the article was restored. You get it. So basically, these are like the kind of things that I need to engage. And it's not like as in it's easy to kind of comment when someone um, sends you a message on your talk page. So if someone sends you a message on your talk page, you can like that, you can go to, like, you see the edit tab there, just select edit. You just select edit and you select edit, and it depends on how your interface looks like. I don't know how your interface looks like at your end, but you select the edit the edit the edit button, right? Then this I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the I'm trying to get the better version for you guys to appreciate it. But if you don't get, I'm sure as time goes on, you surely get how it works. But this style of editing, I'm not using the visual editing. I'm using source editing. So I come down here and I just make an edit here to um, just to show you how to go about when someone comments and you want to reply the person. So you just put a full colon here to show that you are kind of, you want to reply the person, so you are replying the person. And this full colon is like a paragraph. It's like a paragraph, like it tells you it's one paragraph. But if you do double colon, it's like you do, like on the same line you are doing like two paragraphs. So we don't need two paragraphs, we need one paragraph. And you explain, you just tell, you also give like ask the person, you provide information in terms of the notability of the article that you've created. I just don't want to talk much. I'll just write this article is a very notable financial institution in Ghana. Yeah. This is not it, but you need to say something more. But just for practical purposes, for you to know how to go about um, commenting when someone sends you a message in your talk. This is how you go about it, right? Then when you are done, you are not done yet. You are done writing the text. You need to add your name, that you are the one who made this information available. So what you do is you use this sign, right? This sign, they call it the snake or the tilt sign. You use four of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so let's look at how it has
Excuse me,
appeared.
Jesse, is it possible
Yeah.
for you to expand your screen a little so that it will cover, if you can make it full screen or something, so that people will see clearly? Even though you
Okay.
are, yeah, is it possible? Maybe you increase, yeah, something. mm,
Uh, can you still see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see, but if that is the only size you can get, fine, because I was thinking that you can make it a bit bigger. Your
Yeah,
screen
so
itself can.
so basically, yeah. So I was trying to get the I wanted to use this the visual editor, but with this, I think it sends me directly to the source code. That's why the
Okay,
screen. But
sure.
you let me try and increase it to. Is this
No,
okay?
if it's okay, just yeah, it's okay. Just it's okay. Just do it.
This okay?
Yes, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we are commenting on, like, when someone sends you a talk page message. When someone sends you a talk page message, we want to we've commented now, right? We've commented, right? And um, we've commented on the talk page. We've commented on the text. So that this article is a very notable financial institution in Ghana. This is not the final one, but this is for practical purposes. But you need to add something to ensure that the one reading it understands where you are coming from, right? Yeah. So this when you are done writing this, you use this sign. It's called the snake or the tilt sign. You use four of it, right? So whatever you are doing here reflects at this side. So this is what I did. So this article, so you are previewing everything here. So this article is a very notable financial institution in Ghana. So maybe probably you are not comfortable. So this article is about, maybe probably want to make some changes. It's about a very notable financial institution in Ghana. Then probably you add other informations to it, right? Then um, you use this tilt sign, right? So when I take, so please watch your right hand side. When I take the tilt sign out of it, it's also edited out of the preview button, or the where I can see that, where I can see my work going on. It's not showing. So if I add that, I'll give it a little bit space so that it won't combine with the full stop. If I add that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, it will show. Yeah, so it's showing. So it's showing the time that I made that edit, and the day that the edit was made. You get it? So that people will be able, so that it can be tracked. You get it? Yeah. So basically, this is, so when you are done making the changes, you just come to the edit summary, which is Binet. So this edit summary, you can Binet it, then you can put there, added a comment or feedback to question, added a comment or feedback to question. Yeah. So when you are done, you just click on publish changes, and it will publish for you. But because we are not, this is for practical purposes. When that happens to you, this is the same procedure that you need to take in terms of when someone comments on your talk page, right? So yeah, so basically that is it in terms of talk page. Yeah. So I'm reverting back to the normal screen and going back to the home page. Yeah, so we are back to the home page. Yeah, so I need to show you other tools too as well. So we are having the sandbox. So the sandbox is where we can start, and we can start a draft article. It's where we can start a draft article from. And when we talk about sandbox, like a playground, so we want to structure and ensure that the article that we want to create is properly created before we can publish it. But I know sometimes when we are creating a new article, because we are quick, maybe we are in an editathon, or maybe let me say a competition, and you don't want to use your sandbox. You want to do everything quick. But best advice, sandbox is where you can start to create your article. But we'll surely come there, because that's what we'll be using to create our article. We'll go to preferences. So with our preferences, it's just like our settings, where you can make changes to some information that you feel is needed. So this your user your user profile information. Yeah, if there's any change that you want to make here, you can also make that as well. Then the most important thing, beta feature. Probably you want to, if on your beta feature you have paragraph bit edited edit conflicts, you need to take on that, so that you need to check that, so that in case there's any conflict of interest in terms of when you are editing, someone too is also editing that same article. When you publish, it's like you are conflicting each other. So maybe you might not know, but this tool will enable that, so that when there's any conflict, you can be able to publish your article in terms of conflict of interest on one article. Then content translation. So this enables you to get access to the content translation tools in terms of if you are someone passionate about languages, right? I'm not a language person, but we're having guys within the community that, or volunteers within the community that are passionate about languages. I'm sure as time goes on, they'll be invited to also do or work on certain, introduce the community of librarians who are interested in working, who have focus on languages and are looking at working on, language activity in relation to archival languages and hieroglyphics and stuff in relation to libraries focused on languages. Yeah. So if you are interested in that, or you want to fully go to content translation in terms of languages, I'm sure as time goes on, there'll be someone brought to also have a session in terms of languages. Then session mode. I've not take that because I'm not using that tool. But if you feel like using it, fine. Yeah. So these are some of the things that you need to have for now. These are the two things that you need to have for now. But I don't know, because most of you are kind of a bit new. There are certain things that you also need to check. Probably um maybe that has been automatically been done. But if it is not done yet within the beta version, you need to check that, so that you can be able to use those tools as well. For me, these are the stuff showing at my end, but I don't know for your end. As a result of you being a new editor, yeah, I don't know for your end. So basically, this is about the um, preferences. Then we go to contributions. So with the contributions, it shows you it shows you the number of contributions that you've done over the years, like as in the articles that I've worked on, the edits and stuff that you've done over the period. It shows it to you, right? So it shows you, like as if you make a contribution to it will show you in real time the contributions that I've done so far. Yeah. Then we come to translation. So for those who are interested in translation, I don't do translation, but if you're interested in translation, this is how the translations page look like. If you want to translate a Wikipedia article, this is how it looks like. So this from Espanol to English. So maybe um, from English, let's do it from English to Swahili. Kiswahili, yeah. Yeah, so if you are interested in editing languages relating to Kiswahili, yeah, you can click on this, like that's in this article. But just for the language folks, you can click on this, and you can do start either new translation, or select section to translate. So you just need to select session to translate, because the this one is already available. You just need to select session to translate. Yeah. So basically, this the information. So this is the information. Okay, and this is the full Kiswahili session, right? So basically, this is all about the language aspect of it. This is about the language aspect. Yeah. Then um yeah, so we come to upload media. So you can upload media directly from um, another Wikimedia project, that's Wikimedia Commons. So if you're having an image, maybe you've uploaded the image, they don't want to go straight to Wikimedia Commons to make the upload. And you can come here and make that upload. Search for the image here and make that upload that you want to upload here. You can search for the image here, select the image, and make the upload that you want to upload. So it has brought me to straight to Wikimedia Commons here. So going back to homepage, yeah. So basically, I'm done with this set of information, or this set of tools. But if anyone has any questions before we start working on um, creation of an article, just let me know before we can start. Uh, if anyone has any question, sorry, if anyone has any question in terms of what we've done so far, before I move on to starting an article or creating a new article. If there's any question for me before we can move on.
Let me see. Okay, I see I am portrayed as, okay, I think, no, this is not a question. I don't think there's any question here so far.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no
Okay, so I
question
can
here
move
so
on.
far. Yes, but let's give them some few seconds. Please, do you have any question to ask? You can type it there. If there is no question, we can just move on.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, please,
This I don't know
please go on,
whether
Doc.
it's well is right or wrong, but I'm yes, thank you. I'm just curious. It may be something we may want to ask our participants. Do they think they want to translate the policies that they are going, the articles on policies they are going to create? Do they think they want to translate such into their local languages? That is, let's just bear it in mind that it is a question that they may want to, that we may also want to explore if they want to translate some of these articles that are going to be created into our local languages. Thank you.
Mm. Okay, then.
I think I didn't really get the question clear. Can you come again? Is it
The
The
question was
question,
for
yeah,
participants. Yeah.
I didn't really get the question. Can you? Okay,
Okay,
okay.
the
Doc, please.
question the question is for participants, because Jesse talked about translations and he showed that tool and how it could be done and so on. And I'm just asking the question to our participants, for the 2026 African Librarians Week. That is something they could also think about. Would they want, after creating some the articles, to try their hands also at translating some of them? That's what I said. And somebody has said that, yes, that translating those articles will also be good. So just for everybody to bear in mind that we will also try to do that within our in-country hubs. That's all. Thank you very much, Jesse. You may go on, please.
Okay. Then Jesse, please
Okay, thank you too.
continue.
Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So so it will be very good that you have at least people who also do the translation stuff. We all can't work around the English Wikipedia all the time. Translation articles into various languages too is very important, just to ensure that the languages of various countries don't go extinct. At least we have it documented on Wikipedia, of which Wikipedia is for everyone. Yeah, so it will be of best interest for everyone to, those who are interested in translation should also partake in this when um, a speaker is being brought on board to do that. Yeah. So let's move on. So we are going directly to our sandbox. So we want to start a new article, and in order to start a new article, for me, because quite experienced. I don't want to say I'm experienced, but I'm quite experienced. I'll zoom in straight and start working on the article. But if I would want to take my time to work on the article, that's when I use the sandbox. But because I'm experienced, I just want to hurry up and work on it. But for those who are starting, and for those who don't really have the technical know-how for now, the best option is to use the sandbox to start your article or draft your article. And when you feel that your article, or you feel that you are confident enough, or you feel that your article has followed the various Wikipedia policy guide for it to be published, then you can um, make that available in the space, or you can publish it for everyone to see it, yeah, in the public space. Yeah, so I go to my sandbox. So I select the sandbox. Then it sends me to the sandbox space, right? It sends me to the sandbox space, and I would want to work on an article. I was thinking of working on an article on a Ghanaian movie. And you know that sometimes movies are also part of things that librarians to work on, looking at in terms of movie archiving, structuring of movies, metadata in terms of movies, those kind of stuff in relation to movies. So I was looking at working on a movie called it's a Ghanaian movie called I think it was just released, called Vibes the movie or something of that. So let me search for it. I think I have it here. Okay, Vibes the movie here. So this is the movie that I want us to work on. So Vibes the movie. So I just need a title. Vibes the movie. Yeah. So I'm working on Vibes the movie. So I just select edit. Yeah. Then start it from here. Vibes the movie. I just need to change the capitalization. Okay, so yeah, so basically we have the title, and when we have the title, take note that when you're starting, the like as in the name of like what you are writing about should be bolding, like as you need to bold whatever you're writing. That's the start. So when we are using a text editor called visual editor the visual editor. That's what we are using. So it's just like we are using our normal Microsoft Word to make edits or to write our information. It's not. This is not a tool that you need to struggle to learn how to use. When you are being taught, you can know how to use it. It's just like using Microsoft Word, right? So I when you're starting, first and foremost, when you're starting, because you don't have an idea of what you want to write about, I had to, you need to get something that like is related to a movie, an article that is related to a movie. Then you can look on it and write about it. So I looked for a movie that's called Coming to Africa, so that I can use the structure. I can use the structure to write my article. I can use the structure to write my article. So this is the structure of Coming to Africa. So I'm going to use that to write the article, my new article, or the article in my sandbox, or my drafted article, right? Yeah. So first and foremost, you can see that here it has been bolding. So I'll bolding that side. I'll bolding this one. Vibes the movie. Yeah. So in order to bold, I have to highlight it. Then either I press, I'll use um, Either I come to the A tab here, then select bold, right? Select bold here, or I take out the bold, or I can just use keyboard shortcuts. I can use keyboard shortcuts like Control B. So Control B, yeah. And we are also having italic there too as well. So I come to my E, just take note to E. That's the style text. So I can do Control I, or I can select the italics. Yeah, but I will not use the italics. I'll just use the bold. So I just deselect and use the bold here. Yeah, so because it's still bold, I just need to. It's just like you are using Microsoft, that after you are done and do you don't deselect after it, you see the bold continuing. So I just have to deselect the bold here when I start my new text. Yeah, then it has been deselected. So right now I'm looking at writing about Vibes the movie. Okay, so this Vibes the movie, I want to write about this, but I have to ensure that I'm following and the Wikipedia article structure standards, or the Wikipedia article style writing, right? So I've first and foremost, I've researched and have on Wikipedia to search for an article that is a movie related article that I can look on and look at the structure to see how it is in order for me to write Vibes the movie. Okay, now right now I need to get information. So how do I get information? I need to go to various sources, like as in various documented sources in terms of news outlets, recognized news outlets, which could be journal or websites, or maybe it could be even be newspapers, depending depending on like the platform where you're getting the newspaper from. Yeah, so I would want to use graphic online. I want to start my research. So in terms of Vibes the movie Ghana, because sometimes when you type Vibes the movie, you might see other vibes, so you need to narrow the research, or you need to categorize the research, or let me say you need to see that it's within your scope, so that you can be able to um, get the knowledge that you're searching for. Otherwise, you'll be doing a broad research, which will be kind of very difficult. The research, and I've had the kind of movies, the movie that I want, and it is providing me with various information. That's we're having an information on IMDb. And take note, IMDb is a movie database, right? We will need that, but not now. This is not what we are looking for. This is not the research site that we are looking for. And we have information related to Instagram. Instagram is not a space whereby we can do research. We can do research from there, but for now, if you don't have that experience, there's no need for you to go to Instagram to do that research. Maybe there might be pointers that might lead you in your research, but you don't need Instagram to do that for now. So you see a website. This website is a very notable website from Ghana, and it's called the Graphic Online. And we can start our research from the graphic online and see the kind of information that we can get from graph. So I select the graphic um, uh, information from graphic. Then I go back to the movie article I'm looking at in order to work on the article that I'm working on. Yeah, so the sentence that follow after it is a 2020 African American film directed by directed and written by Anwar Jamison. Okay, so like this is how it will look like, right? Okay, so let me go back to the research on graphic online to see whether I can get the kind of information that I'm looking for. So you go through, like as in you read through thoroughly, right? You read through thoroughly to search for the kind of information that you are looking for in terms of the how it started. That's the year it was, the kind of movie, the year it was produced, the producer or maybe the writer or the director, Then also probably you need to add the genre. If you need to know the genre of movie too as well. Yeah, so let me look at this information. Let's look at this information. So I'm trying to reach you to. Okay, so we have an information here. We have an information here that the movie was directed by Big Gun, and will officially premiere on Saturday, 2025. So the movie is a 2025 movie. Sometimes you need to be also, some of the information are not clear, so you need not to focus on one, but when you get this information, you can put it into your write up as you continue to write. Then be making that changes, because you see that things are adding up when you are doing the research. Yeah. So we can say the movie is a Ghanaian movie, directed by Big Gun. It's a 2025, because you could see that we don't want to look at when it was premiered, but we know that it's a 2025 Ghanaian movie. So let me see how this was written. It's a 2020 African American film. Okay, so let me go back here so I can write it's 2025 Ghanaian film directed by, I think the name they made it Big Gun. Yeah. Okay. But in here, you can see that the name they've written it Big Gun, right? But you need to kind of know who Big Gun is. Here too, they've also written Big Gun. So what's the actual? Sometimes you need to ask yourself, what's the actual spelling of the name? What's the actual? So you have to also come here and also look for Big Gun and see if you could see which one is the right spelling, because you want to be okay. So you will see that this Big Gun, and that this is the right spelling of Big Gun. So we could use that Big Gun. So we don't. It's not you. We do it I. So that's Big Gun, because you will see that within the text. So within the research you'll be seeing other, because this is the draft that you are working, or this is the sandbox that you're working in. Within the research, you want to have some form of alignment. So you are getting the information all right, but you want an alignment with the information, so that when the information is published, the information is well structured, right? So like as in you see the same thing, but it doesn't really align. You need to do further research to ensure that everything is being aligned. Yeah. So like I said, this what we will write, but we can add further things. This is for practical purpose, but you can add other things. So we'll put full stop here. Then we can also check and see if we can check and see if so just like adding a link, we want to check and see if this big gun is having a Wikipedia article, right? So I go to my link and search if he's having a Wikipedia article. Okay, still loading. Okay, so he's having a Wikipedia article. Yeah, so I select that. So you can see that big Ghanaian film director. Okay, so I select that. Yeah, so we are having it there. Okay, so right now we are having we've seen that we started our introduction. So these are introduction, right? And mind you, like there is no need for you to write everything when you are starting a Wikipedia article. Just that you need to ensure that whatever you are writing has meaningful information, and ensure that like your references are up to date. there's no need for you to write a full-fledged article. You can just write something that like is well structured enough so that if any administrator is reading, he knows that your article is well structured. Yeah, so right now we have our introduction. So what's next? Let's go back to the article that we are using as reference. So we have our plot. Okay, so we need to add a plot. Then we go back to the article that we are editing. Then we write plots. Just write plots, right? Yeah. So if we write the plot, now we are creating a new session, or we are creating a new header. Or name say a sub session. So how do we go about getting it like this? How do we go about making it underline like this? What you need to do is we go to this part that's called paragraph. Take note, your cursor can be anywhere. You can even highlight it, right? You can even put your cursor here anywhere, but just ensure that like your cursor is where the plot is, or where you want to ensure that the session is being, given a session um underlined, right? So I go to paragraph, right, and select header. So it creates a new header for me, or a new session for me. So as I said, your cursor can be anywhere within like the space where you've put in your new header. It can be anywhere. So when immediately you select the header or the heading, the heading, you can get the information that you need. So when you are done, when you are done, you press enter. So it brings you to the new session beneath. It brings you to the new session now. Now you can start providing the kind of content that you need to provide to your article. So so you go back to your research, right? Then probably you need to know like what the movie is all about. We are not going to write something. If you are doing your research, you need to ensure that you write something lengthy in terms of what the movie about, right? Yeah. So I just want to do some reading and see.
Hello, Jesse. You seem
Yeah,
quiet.
hello.
I hope you're okay. Good. Good.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm trying to get some information before, yeah, I can
All right.
continue.
All
Okay.
right. Sure.
Sorry about the quietness. I'm just trying to
Oh,
get
no
some.
problem.
So
No problem. I
yeah, we
thought
are not getting the kind of information here. So let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next website to see whether we can get the kind of information that we are looking for. So we'll go to My Joy Online. We'll go to My Joy Online to see if we can get the kind of information that I need. Okay, so we have something here. So we can use something like this, like so release 2025. Um, so these are the so this is the kind of information that the we are looking at in making it available in our plot. But we need not to write what's there. We need to paraphrase what we are having here. So um so let's go back. I think it's about two friends. So I think we don't know their names like in the movie. So I think they gave their names here. So we are doing research back to back between My Joy Online and Graphic Online. Yeah, so So like as in Little Point and Obolotwe. So we can use these names here. Can use these names. So I just copy that. Just make their names here available here because I'll need that to write. Yeah. Um, so you can just start there. So we are writing our plot. The movie tells story about two friends, that's Lele Point and Obolotwe, who have had challenges in life and are looking forward to have a breakthrough. Let me go. Basically, we are paraphrasing because whatever you read from the context, you need to paraphrase it and use your own, like, make it available, right? Yeah. Mind you, right now, because there is, it's kind of right now, it's kind of very difficult when you are trying to structure um, or paraphrase a write up in terms of trying to garner the information from a research that you are trying to make, because right now the reason why I'm saying that it's kind of very difficult is because ChatGPT is available, and probably you might want to go to ChatGPT to help you with that. But the best thing is that don't use ChatGPT, because ChatGPT takes its information from Wikipedia, and you need to ensure that whatever you are writing on Wikipedia is in natural language. Like this, like as in Wikipedia has its style of English writing. So you need to put it in that form of natural language Wikipedia writing, so that um, um, when someone sees, the person understands, or when any patroller or anyone who is trying to or any administrator who wants to get information, or is trying to audit your article, he will know that, oh, like as in this article, it was written genuinely by someone. He didn't pick the information from any chatbot or chat GPT or something of that sort, or any AI agents, as they call it. Yeah. So you need to kind of write in a natural context, because whatever is written in natural context will be picked. It's like a model that will be used in training those kind of AI. They would make it much, they would make it look much nicer. But with Wikipedia, let me say it's raw. So you need to write in a raw, let me put it in that way. It needs to be raw. Then, like, as in people that will, but need to be raw but understandable. You don't make it look like nice, make it embellish it or something of that sort. No, you don't do it like that. It should be raw, so that when it's being used, the person who is using it can embellish that information, because it's information that is being made available. Yeah. So basically, this is the plot for the movie, right? This is the plot for the movie. But if someone also wants to add something to it, I'm open to add any information that anyone wants to add to it as well. Yeah. So we've had our plot. Yeah. So um, before before we finish with the plot, I want us to add our reference. So I just need to copy this. We want to add a reference. We want to add a reference. So um, take note. You can we want to add a reference. We want to have our reference made available. So what I just need to do is I need to also create another section called references. And once again, as I said, if you are creating header or a title or a section, your cursor can be anywhere within the line, right? Then go to your paragraph and select heading, right? So right now you selected the heading. Then we want to we've created our reference section. So what we want to do is we need to add a template to the reference side. The template enables your references to be structured, so that, like, as in when your references is being made available, you have the first references at maybe where number 10 has to be, you see number 1 there. When where 100, where reference 100 have to be, you see 20 there. We want to structure the reference. So in structuring the references, you need to um, go to insert. So if you can see this, insert, then you search for the template tab. Then within the template tab, there is a search there. Type this word. Type this word, ref list. So the ref list is showing. So this is a template that we want to use. Then we select this. So this is the word that we type into the search, the template search, and we are looking for this template ref list. So we select this. Then we insert. Okay, so right now we have our ref list available here, right? So right now I want to add a reference. So take notes. References or citations are always inline. When I say inline, I mean just after, like, a statement, just after giving a statement of, like, as in whatever you're writing about, and you are done with that statement, just after it, ensure that you add your reference just after the full stop. Sometimes it wouldn't work like that. It depends on how you are structuring it, but sometimes it do, but more often it has to be behind the full stop. So we have our reference. We want to add a full stop to this. So we want to add a reference to this. So just behind the full stop, my cursor is there. I go to citations. So that's why I pick my references from. We are having so many formats of adding citations, right? So the first one that we'll use is, we are going to use the first one. That's the automatic. So we'll learn how to use the automatic, the manual, and the reuse. So I copied my references from here. So I copied it from here. So I just highlight it. Then I copy everything from the link here, this very website. Then I go to I select the reference. Then I select automatic. Then I paste the link here. So right now I need to create. I select create. So it will create my reference for me. Yeah, so when it creates, then you select insert. So this has created your reference, and right now you have inserts. Now we have how do you call it, the plot of the movie, and the plot of the movie we didn't get it from here. We had the plot of the movie from my um, we had it from my Joy Online. So I select that. Yeah, and I copy this. Go back to the plot, right? Then select citation just behind the full stop. Select citation. Right now I want to use the manual citation, so we select manual. I want us to know how to use both. Sometimes the automatic will not work, so you need to use manual. So I select the manual. If your automatic is not working, website, so I select the website. Then I paste the information here, the type, the how do the manual session is looking for. So I look for the heading. So I select the heading. So this is the heading, the title. So like I said, this is the title. Yeah. So take note when you are using the manual has two asterisks to show that, like I said, this is the most important things that we are searching for. But just to right, ensure that you are able to get the last name and the first name of the one who wrote the article. Like as in terms of based on this reference. So I go to the web I go to the back to the website, then see if I could ascertain. Okay, the website is still loading. Okay, so let me go back to the online. We just want to get the have to uh, in um, but like that's the heading. The Nathaniel is the one, so we can copy it. Go to
Your line
um
is
the first
breaking.
name there, then last name used.
Hello, Jesse. Hello. It seems your network is your line is breaking. Hello, Jesse. You can't hear. Or it's coming from or it's from my end. Network. Oh. Hello, can someone hear me? Is it from my end or is from Jesse's end? Dr. Ankem, can you hear me? Wow.
Yeah, so Jesse is experiencing a little internet issues. Um, so whilst we wait for his network to respond, if there are any questions, I'm sure we can use the time and space to address any questions up until where he's gotten to, where he's trying to add references. So if you have any questions, please let's use the period to respond to your issues, and then we wait for him to introduce them. Okay. All right, Jesse. So you're welcome back. You can share your screen and then continue. Thank you.
Okay, so where was I? I don't know what happened, but
Yeah. So you were
kindly,
demonstrating, yeah, the adding of references. So we can continue from there.
was it the manual? Was it the manual style?
Yes, it was the manuals. It was when you were trying to copy the name, the first and second name of the author for the article. That's when the internet messed up. Yeah.
Okay. So then let me go back. Okay, so we are adding citations to the plot. So we are using the manual style citation. So in using the manual style citation, I select website because we are citing from a website. So I select that. Yeah. Then under normal circumstances, we need to use these are the two things that is like recommended. When you select that and you select insert, that is it. But if you're a good researcher, you need to add like as in the other information too as well. So I go here, I go to my join online and I copy the link. So I copy the link from here. Then I paste the link, right? Yeah, so this is for the URL. Then I go back to the page, then copy the heading. That's the title for the title bit. Then I paste as well. Then finally we need to add the other information. That's last name and first name. So I go back, then copy the other information. Okay, so we've copied the other information. So the name of the author is Nathaniel Ni Amo Otu. Okay, so um we type in the last name, that's Niamo Otu. So we take the first name, then paste the first name here. Yeah. Then we are done. We are done in terms of using the manual style. So the manual style, when you are not able to use the the automatic, then use the manual style. Sometimes when you use the automatic, it generates some red links for you, of which tells you that the automatic has an issue at that moment. So if you use the manual style, you'll be able to get whatever you want. Yeah. So we are done citation using the manual style. Later on, we'll look at how to use the reuse style as well in terms of the style of citation. Now we want to add, when we look at coming to Africa, they're having the list of caste. So we want to add list of caste. So we write caste, right? Then we we go to the paragraph, then we select heading. Yeah, because I explained earlier on that the cursor should be within the line or within the text so that you can be able to get the session. Yeah. So when you are done, then press enter. So we want to get the list of cast. So most of the list of cast have been stated here where I am the base, right? But we wouldn't write everything. We just take some and we'll make that available. Yeah. Yeah. So these are the cast names. So you just copy them. So like before you make the cast available, you need to go to your structure, then select the bullet. So you select bullet, then you make like as in the first this one available. That's the first cast available. Then you enter, then you'll be making the other cast list available. You can be adding. You can also add their movie rules as well. You can also add their movie rules as well. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you can with the cast as well. You can also add a link in relation to the cast. So under normal circumstances, sometimes if under normal circumstances you like you wouldn't, if there's a need, you can put a cast list, then add the how do you call this, the list on top, like the citation on top, or probably you can leave it like that and make that available within the article. So for example like this, so cast list, cast list. We are not going to use IMDb to make the citation, but um, we can search and see which website has the list of cast available in terms of your research. Okay, so we have another one from my joy. Um, my joy also providing us with vibes the movie. Then we have some of the list of cast available here on this very page. Yeah, so we're having the list of cast here. So these are the cast. Yeah. So you can copy this link. Yeah. They make that available here. But sometimes too, you can make it available at the plot side. But just for you can make the list of cast, like the information available at the plot side. But just for learning purposes. But the standard is there's no cast list over there, just for learning purposes. That's why I'm making it like this. But when you are down with your plot, you can also put the cast, because you usually have information about the cast, right? But just for learning purposes, you can put the cast here. But under normal circumstances, the cast should be part of the plot aspect, right? Because when you look at here, you don't see anything linked here, but most of it will be found in the plot aspect. Yeah, so we will make the citation in relation to the cast available at the plot. So we are going automatic. Okay, so right now we insert. Okay, so we've inserted our third reference. Yeah. So let's publish, because we want to see our citations showing. So let's publish and see if our this is a new movie. Yeah, so right now we have our this one, our citations showing here. So we have 3 citations here showing. Now what's the next thing to do? We want to add an external link, an external link to this, which is IMDb. We want to add, because we here, it seems we have that here as well, external link. So we are just following how it's being structured here. Then we add the external link. Then also we need to add a does that even allow that? Okay, so it's not possible until probably we publish it first. But there's no, we can't add a category in our sandbox, because when you categorize it, it's like it will show at a category session, which is not this thing, because this is in a sandbox, so it's not possible. Let me see. Okay, so it's possible to add a category here. So sometimes when you do it, it doesn't work, but sometimes it works. So yeah, so what kind of categories are we adding? We are adding a movie, I think 2025 movie. Okay. Okay, let's check what this one we use, what category we use here. So 2020 films, okay. So 2025 films. So 2025 films. Okay. Okay, then um so another category can be added, and I think the genre is comedy. See. Okay, so okay, so comedy film series. Okay, so you have comedy film series, and let me see what I have. Ghana film, Ghana movie. Okay, so you don't have a category for films. African film. Okay, so African films. So take note, because this movie doesn't have like enough category. That's why I'm kind of struggling to get categories. But if there was to be like more categories that I needed, I would have just copied that and made that available. Yeah. So we can use 3 for now. Then I have to apply it. Yeah. So we can see the categories available here now. Now I want to add the final bit of it. Please take note. Sometimes if like you do your research, this is just for demonstration, but I could add more. Take note that if you are working on a new article, ensure that you have not less than 5 references. Not less than 5 references. We can add more references to this. So you can add 2 references for practical purposes, just to know how to structure, how to add your references and stuff. but you need to add, if you're a newbie working
All right. Okay. Jesse has dropped off again. Um, I'm sure the internet will be resolved very soon. Okay. Yeah, he's back.
Okay, so please, I want to find out where was I did I stop, or where was I before the internet had
Oh,
an issue?
I think the very last part, you were explaining that it is recommended that for any article that you are developing in the sandbox, before you submit for publishing, you should have at least five credible
Yeah,
references. That's where you
yeah.
go to
So
with them.
okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sam. Thank you, Stanley. Yeah, so you need to have at least five references. If you have like as in, because the way English Wikipedia works, if you're having two, three, it will be deleted. It sometimes three. It depends. It depends on how you've written the article. That will not make it to be deleted. But like I said, the best references you can have is five. Just make five references available so that your article don't get deleted. Yeah, so five references should be the standard when you're working on your article. Yeah, then we want to add an external link. So we are adding an external link. So external link. So ensure all the time your external link should be beneath your references. Then I go to the paragraph and select heading. Yeah. I want to add a template in relation to IMDb. See. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this is the right spelling. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so let me see the parameter. Uh, let's see what we show first before. Okay, so there is an error. There is an error there. Okay, so I just don't, but like as add in order to add the external link, in order to add the external link, what you need to do is you kind of um just need to, there's a way, but please don't be confused. There's a way of doing it in the visual editing style, but more often it seems it's kind of some way. So I'll let us use the, how do you call it, the the source editing style, the source editing mode. But we'll also do some tests as well. So let me change this and look at something. Okay. Okay, so we have an external link. Yeah, so this is the external link. So what I copied the information from the article that we are looking at reference. So I copied the information I clicked on the edit and copied the information. Then yeah, we want to make this information, the external link is telling that the information is coming from a different database. So I just need to take out this information. That's the parameter relating to the numbers. That's the librarians have a name of calling that. There's a name for that. So name go back to um, let me go back to vibe. Yeah. Okay. So this is it. So we'll go straight to it. Yeah. Then we copy this. There's a name for this. Like librarians have a name of calling this information. That's like the title of the movie.
Yeah,
Like because it's,
identifier.
yeah, identifier. Yeah. So that's the identifier. So we copy that. Yeah. Then we make that available here. So this will change everything here. Yeah, but because it's being worked on in the sandbox, so you surely find this information. But when you publish it, I'm sure you didn't get any kind of information like that. Okay, so let me let me revert back to yeah. So it's done now. It's down. So so far as you are done adding your external link, then I publish it. I click on publish and I publish it. So initially I initially what I did was I created a new article. So that was the name of the um my first edit summary. So right now what do I do? I made a edit, made edits. So this involves citations and other things. So this is the edit summary that I'll make available. Then I publish. Okay. So at the moment, this what's available in my sandbox, right? So this what's available in my sandbox. And when you are done with everything in your sandbox, and you are confident that like as in you've done proper research, ensure that your citations and everything is up to date, you need to make it go live on the main page. So what you need to do is you go to page is yeah, you go to page, then go to move, then you take away um user, then make it article, then you take away the name, the sandbox, then you write the name of the movie, vibe, vibes the movie. Yeah. Then when you are done, you move the page. When you are done, you move the page. So when you move the page, um it will have the, because at the moment this is the name of the page. So you are moving it from the sandbox to a new page altogether, right? Yeah. So when you move the page, it is going to the main space. So that's the article page. So this is what's available here. So after you feel that you are confident and you know that like you've done everything is well structured and everything, then you can make that available on the main page. So you go to the move, which is on the like on your top bar, you see the page, then search for move, you move it. When you select the move, it sends you to a different page whereby you need to select the new title. That's the name of the page should be vibes the movie. Then when I'm done, I move the page, but I'm not moving it down because this article is not ready yet, so I'll just keep it there. But when you are working on yours, that's how you have to do it. Yeah, so I can go back to the page. Yeah, so the page is available here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm done until maybe probably I've not touched on certain things so that I can be prompted by the host, and also if there's any questions for me, you can make that available so that I could answer your question. Thank you very much.
Hmm. All right. Thank you very much, Jesse. So Jesse has taken us through a lot, right from creating your account, setting up your user page, and then also the process of preparing um, an article in your sandbox, setting it up, structuring it, adding categories and various sections, and the process of submitting it for review, which is moving it to the article page. So what he has done is to use an example of a movie. But I believe that we know that under this campaign, we are dealing with developing articles on policies and guidelines that affect the delivery of library and information services. And so the principles are what we're expecting that you will pick from the demonstrations that he's done or he's showed us so far, because it still would involve you putting together your resources that you would use to generate the content for the policies of interest. It would involve you identifying the credible references and all that, structuring your article in a manner that is user-friendly and acceptable within the Wikimedia space. And all of those processes are just what he has demonstrated using a different concept, but it's still the same principles. And so at this point, I don't know if anyone has a question. You can put it in the chat box. Let us know. Then Jesse can respond to them if there are any. I think we're 45 minutes past the hour, and it's been a lot. We are recording the session. We'll try and work on it, make it a little bit shorter, and share it on YouTube after here. But if there are any questions, please um, um, let's share the questions, and then so that we can quickly respond to them, and then um, um, we can maybe wrap up the sessions for today. Any questions? Okay, right. Well, we are assuming that the demonstrations were detailed enough at a pace that we all appreciate. And let me just mention that we've already talked about it. Are we allowed to use YouTube links on the articles? So with reference to the concentration of Aflib Week, you will be needing YouTube links. I don't know if that's what you're saying. So for instance, if you are working on uh, policies, copyright laws in your country, you would need a YouTube link as a reference. I don't know. Maybe you can provide more detail onto that, and then if you can respond to that. I don't know if there are any other questions. Yeah, but I also want to mention that just as Jesse demonstrated the structure, we are going to Doreen maybe would after he'll be talking more about the individual groupings. And so we are going to share a recommended structure for developing the various articles of interest for the Afli week, right? And so that would be the guide. And so we're expecting that for each of those sections, we would have some content, reasonable content, credible content, which means that you would have to do, like, if I have to choose Jesse's words, you would need to do back-to-back research to put together the content. It's not just a matter of copying and pasting. Otherwise, I'm sure those copyright laws are already available online. You are putting it in a manner that is also user-friendly or reader-friendly, and then providing additional visibility for those guidelines or policies that someone probably would categorize as technical. All right. And so some amount of fact-finding, research work, developing the content in a manner that people can read and understand is crucial. And again, I want to highlight another aspect that Jesse mentioned, the need for us to stick with natural language, the need for us to stick with our regular way of writing, all right, and not resort unnecessarily to the various chatbots that are coming up. This is so crucial for us. And as a matter of fact, in our due diligence process, those are some of the things we'll be looking at. In all of the Google Docs that will be generated, we'll be crawling over the content and then providing guidelines and all that. And when we see content that appears to sound more like a chatbot generated, we would request for it to be rewritten and maybe provide some additional guidelines, because we don't want the situation where when it's time to move to the main space, we're having problems. The reviewers are giving queries and all of those things. I mean, we want to do things right. And so that's some amount of work that we need to do. And I believe that we are up to the task of doing that, because as librarians, one way or the other, we are all about information gathering, information sharing, putting it in various formats that can be easily accessible by patrons and useful for them. And so we shouldn't have problems in doing all of this. Any questions, please? Any questions? Otherwise, I can assume. Yes. Do you have a WhatsApp? So I don't know if you are not yet part of the champions. If you are not yet part of the champions group, let me just generate that quickly and share with you. There's a WhatsApp group that we call the Athlete Week Champions. These are people that we've been working with over the years since 2020 that we started this campaign. And every year we do get new people joining. So I'm sharing that link there. If you're not there, you can just click and then you will be added or you will join straight away. However, like we're saying, we are going to be putting all editors into groups. We're going to be putting editors into country groups. And so, for instance, Nigeria will put all of you, because we have the registration details, we'll put all the Nigerian team into groups. We would select one or two leaders, and then together you would apportion the work and then start researching and writing up on the Google Doc. All right. And those groupings, we are working on them. Doreen started building those groups. And so we would, because we have your email addresses, we would simply send you the corresponding WhatsApp join links, and then now you can go into the groups and you can start discussing the articles that you want to select to work on, who is to do what, and then we'll just be providing the supervision and guidance as and when necessary. We're strong on this, and we are very passionate about this, because I believe that since 2020, we've been all about adding the citations, improving existing articles, making edits here and there, correcting dead links and whatnot, the various issues regarding copy editing and all that. But for this year, we want to place emphasis on creating new content, because we believe that that's also very important and more impactful. So thank you very much. Our next session is next week. I'm sure that you would see that from our web, the announcement for the schedule that we have. Next week, we are going to be talking about the Wikipedia app, which is very important for library users. Not so related to what we have at the moment in terms of working on the content, but this we're talking about how we can use another tool that Wikipedia has developed, which is a Wikipedia app, to benefit library users, how we can show them how to use it, how to get information, even if it's offline and all that. So please don't miss out on that. Thank you very much. And like I said, we would work on the video and publish it on the AFLA YouTube channel. So be on the lookout for it. If you have any other questions, you are joined on the WhatsApp group. Please feel free, and let's keep the WhatsApp group alive. Thank you. Over
Hello,
to you,
Stanley. Stanley, yes,
Yeah,
thank you
over to
for
you.
this. Okay, please. If I'm sure all of you are on the AFLA Champions group, I'm going to copy all the links and put it there so that you can join your various country WhatsApp groups. I'm going to do that right now. So please, if you are already there, fine. Let me just put it there because I just came in and I had to. Okay, so I'll do that in a jiffy. Please, are you all there? I'll send it there so that you can all join. And I'll make some of you administrators of your various groups so that you can add your in-country people. Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right. So thank you very much, Jesse. We really appreciate the time, and thank you for being very detailed in your demonstration and your tutorials. And I know that we all appreciated it. We hope that when the need arises the next time and we call on you, you're always available to assist and to share back at the community. So everybody have the best of the day, and hope to see you next week.
Sure.
Thank you, Jesse.
Bye-bye. Bye. See you.